So how are you, everyone? Yeah, thank you so much for coming in such a beautiful rainy day. My name is Gadu, so I'll be kind of introducing myself today. So, how many people first time coming here, Spring Forest Qigong? All right. And how many people have taken level 1, some classes? Great. How many people have taken level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5? How many people have no idea why in the hell you're here? Something happened. Oh, there you go. That's wonderful. Perfect. Right? Something guided you to get here. That's all you can say about that. So, welcome to Spring Forest Qigong. And some of you know, my name is Gadu. And I'm a healer here and also instructor. And the Spring Forest Qigong also have a school, private school called Energy Healing International. I'm one of the faculty there too. So, Spring Forest Qigong, as you can see, so they have a classroom for healing. So this place itself is really a place for healing. Learn how to heal yourself. If you need to receive healing, this is a place for it too. And of course, we have a bunch of different goodies out there, and Mark will be helping you if you need to get something. And we have many classes we offer. So the one upcoming is, I think late October, we have a Qisage class. It's a hands-on healing technique connected to Qigong, and also level 3 class that coming up. And also we are teaching level 1 class in conjunction with, Injunction? I forgot, sorry. We are working together with Northwestern Health Science University. So we are offering a level 1 class for those who need CEUs. If you're a professional massage therapist or those people who need CEUs, we are offering the class especially for those people who need CEUs at the Northwestern. Next year, we are going to have some of those classes here too. And also, I'll be teaching at the Normandale Community College mindfulness Qigong class. So that's a class for people who may be practicing Qigong already and learn a little bit different approach from too, or people who might not practice in Qigong but they may be interested in something more like a mindfulness. So we are just trying to open the door to see what other people might be interested in. Because some people Qigong is like, what the heck is Qigong? I have no idea. I have no connection. But sometimes now the mindfulness become more of a common language. So people are like, oh, mindfulness, I can do that. So we are kind of trying to create the classes that trying to draw people in from from different people with different interests. And also, let me see, what else am I supposed to say? Also, I'll be teaching level 3 class in New Jersey as well. And there are many certified instructors and certified trainers who are certified by Spring Forest Qigong and Energy Healing International to teach classes all around the country, and some of them actually abroad. So if you go to our website, springforestqigong.com, and go to a community page, or event page, you get to see all these classes are happening. So if you know somebody who might be interested in or might need it, let people know. Oh, here, this is where you can go, or this person's teaching, great. Because all these people who certified had to go through quite a training process they had to. So we make sure that when we put the stamp of certification, make sure they're good. If they aren't, let us know. Okay. So, and this is so wonderful for us to be able to get together here. Because for me, this community is very important for me. And some of them, some of you, other people who might not be able to get here. But then that's why we show the video. We post the video online so people get to watch it. And people get to watch all of you being here. Because with community, we can do a lot of interesting things. Sometimes we do like when there's a storm, like a huge storm hitting Florida a couple years ago, we did this group meditation session. Master Lin kind of, send the email. We sent the email like maybe 24 hours before that happened, because I think Category 5 storm or something like that was hitting. It was already going through the Caribbean and then going to hit the Florida really hard. So then we did Saturday morning, 9 to 9:30 a.m. meditation. And I heard about 5,000 people, 4,000 to 5,000 people joined in. And within 24 hours, it went down from a Category 5 to tropical storm. And still did did some numbers on coast of Florida, but still compared to what could have been. So when there's a community, we can do a lot of things like that. Because, each one of us is powerful. But when we come together, we are like Avengers, right? The stuff we can do. So stay connected to our community. And then start thinking, like, what can I do for this community? It's all good to come in here for, once a month and then hear some people talk and then practice together, meet all these people. But then start thinking, what can I do for this community? So how can I grow this community? Because we had like 4,000 or 5,000 people. Master Lin has been doing this for 20 years. Why don't we have 100,000 people? Why don't we have 1 million people joining in, doing the healing? For places, to our people. So this is our vision. It's like, how can we have a healer in every home and world without pain and suffering? That's Master Lin's goal and our mission. How can we achieve that? It's not going to happen because with Master Lin just running around, right? And we are here to help. And so are you. I'm sure some of you come to this community to receive healing. And that's great. But then, the beauty of it, when you start receiving things, you have to also give. The more you give, more you receive. So start thinking, what can I do for this community? How can we make this community even more vibrant? So start the day with a pep talk, right? Okay. That's me. All right, so any question so far? Yes?
One of the other services that's offered by the center is helping you find practice groups.
Ooh, yes. Thank you. So also, people in the community, some of them are certified practice group leader. So they are having a practice group all over cities. So go to our website, springforestqigong.com, and then go to the community page. You can find practice group near you. So some of you may be like, I'm only going to come and practice Qigong once a month. That's great. But if you can do it every day, every week, that's even better. And we have so many good community practice groups around town. And also we have a practice group here too on Wednesday afternoon. Also healing circle Tuesday and Thursday too. So check it out. Yes.
Can you tell me, as far as the website is concerned and practice groups, I have gone out there to look for practice groups, and it will point out practice groups to me, but when I click on a practice group, it won't tell me anything about it. So I don't know exactly where it's located, the address. I don't know like a phone number or anything that will identify. Has that been fixed?
I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I know that program can be a little glitchy. So if you know exactly where you live, just call us or email us. We can tell you exactly where things are around you. So our staff here is so awesome. We call them energizers. If you have ever called in to Spring Forest Qigong and talked to one of those people, they're incredible. I can't do their job. I don't think I have enough patience. And they are so patient, so resourceful. So don't be afraid. Call in Spring Forest Qigong and ask for whatever the question you need. Okay? All right, any other question? Yes?
I was just wondering when your level 1 class at Northwestern Health Sciences.
It's first weekend of November?
I go to that school. Would I sign up for that through the school, or would I sign up for that through
Through school.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Excellent question. Yeah, sorry, my dates and stuff is like all over the place. But go to our website. There should be information about that. Excellent. All right, so shall we rock and roll? I think there's enough time for people to come in. Excellent. All right. So, today, I'm here to talk about balance, going beyond energy blockages. How about that? So what is this? So I know some of you are new, so let's talk about what is energy blockage. Right, so Qigong is a Chinese energy healing technique or energy balancing technique. It goes all the way back like thousands of years, right? I'm sure most of you know. And it's really about how Chinese understand the way universe work. Even the physicist knows nowadays we talk about everything in the universe is a form of energy, right? So supposedly this tiny bundle of energy exploded 14.5 or 3 billion years later. Here we are. Our physical body, the carpet, the chair, the light, the air, everything is a form of energy. Even our thought, our emotion, our intention is form of energy too. And the way the Chinese understood energy was it's about the balance. So everybody have seen the yin-yang sign, right? Spring Forest Qigong logo has that too. That means balance. So this energy is supposed to be in a constant motion, in constant balance. But sometimes things happen, life happens, right? And it gets stuck. And that's what we call energy blockages. So the energy blockages come and go. But then, oftentimes the energy blockage, is caused by many different things. Sometimes it's your emotion, nutrition, your environment. Sometimes the season change. I'm sure some of you have been experiencing the season change, and you get like your emotions and your feeling all over the place. Your health feel a little bit more. That happens because our body is so connected to nature. And the nature's energy shift, our body needs to shift too. But then, we have a habit. Right? Sometimes things come and go, but then we have this habit of doing same things over and over and over again. Say, your eating habit, sleeping habit, maybe your walking habit. You walk too hard, too long, and not take enough break. Maybe your, just lifestyle habit or emotional habit or thinking habit. And then you create same type of blockage over and over and over again. And then eventually, it will manifest itself as a physical symptom. So in the Western medicine, they call it illness or disease. But then from Qigong point of view, it's really just someone's energy got stuck. It's out of balance. There's a blockage. So once you remove this blockage and start moving the energy in a more balanced way, keeping the balance in your life, and then ta-da, your body starts healing itself. Because our body already have this ability to heal. Right? So if you cut your fingers, right, just a little bit, what do you have to do? Put the Band-Aid and just wait. If you have a cold, you don't need to do anything really. All you have to do is rest. Right? So why do you need to take a medicine for that? Because you want to keep going. You don't want to stop. You don't want to rest. So like, oh, I'm going to take medicine and then just keep going. But your body is saying like, no, 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 sweetie. Take a break. Rest. Right? The dogs and cats know that. When they are sick, they don't do anything, right? They're just like, They sometimes don't even eat. They just rest until they are ready. Because they know that's how they heal. So how can we learn to balance ourselves like that? You know? Because there's so many ways. The healing comes in so many different ways. Because energy blockage can caused by so many different things. Like I mentioned, weather, nutrition, emotion, environment. Sometimes the medication can cause energy blockage, or accident, injuries that can cause energy blockage too. Or sometimes we know we carry some stuff, some energy from our ancestors too, right? The scientists know the genes, genetics. We are already kind of easy for get sick in certain way because of how we carry our people's information throughout the generations. And Master Lin has been talking a little bit more about the karma. The energy things stuck in your previous life cycle. Oh my gosh. But it's important part to know is we carry energy from so many different things. It's multidimensional. So then to heal ourselves completely, it's not just like a one quick fix. You have to create a balance in so many aspects of your life. So this is interesting thing. The way I'm reading this book about Chinese medicine a little bit. And there's a beautiful passage. The way Western medicine understand the body, it's like a body is like a machine. So if something breaks, you just replace it. If there is a problem, there is one single cause that's causing the thing. So then always you go to see a doctor, okay, this virus or this something is causing this particular condition, a symptom. Right? That's how they talk. So in order to fix this, right, you have to take this medicine or you have to take off some limbs. Right? That's how they approach things because they think our body is like a machine. But it's interesting that Chinese medicine understands the body as a garden. It's like a gardening. Right? If the lettuce leaves rotten, trying to put the new lettuce leaves, not going to help, right? To do a gardening, how many people are gardener? How many people want to be a gardener? Excellent. Or how many people have no idea or no desire to be a gardener? I just want to eat. Okay. But so if you have done gardening, right, you have to create a condition in order for the vegetable or flower to grow. You have to consider soils, moisture, how much sun it's going to get, how much nutrient inside. Right, there's so many. So when you create this condition for healing, the healing takes place. But also when you create the condition for getting sick, there's more chance for you to get sick. So then you have to create this best condition for the healing to happen. So that's what Qigong practice is about. That make sense? So it's not a quick fix. It's not a medicine. Sometimes people say like, oh, I'm just going to do this. And everything's going to be fine. I'm going to eat fried chicken every day. No. Right? Only because you're doing this. I'm going to stay up late and just playing video game until 3 in the morning and eat pizza and go to sleep and get up 4 in the afternoon and then la 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 la. That's not how that works. It's really creating. And then how this condition is about how you can work with nature. Right? Because sun comes up, sun goes down. And that you have no control over that, really. So it's create the condition how you can walk with nature. And that's how you grow things, right? If there is a shade plant, you can put it in the sun. If it's a sunny plant, you can put it in the shade. Because each one of us, our special ability and condition is different. What we need is different, right? You're not going to grow shade plants the same way the sunny plant. A certain plant likes dry. Certain plant like wet. Certain plant likes a lot of nutrient. And some plants just love no nutrient at all. They're self-sufficient. Like a cactus, you don't need to do anything, right? But then so each individual, what we need is different. So then how are we going to create this? So first of all, you really have to change your mindset about this. So people come approach, sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for many years, but somehow the healing doesn't happen. Or it's not going fast enough. I'm like, oh, but your mindset, you're trying to fix yourself. No. It's about, Qigong is about really understanding who you are. Understanding what your body really, really needs. So it's really not just about movement or meditation. It's a tool to help you to discover who you really, really are. And knowing your trait, what you need. And then so be able to provide what you need for you, particular you, to grow, to heal. Okay? So on that, let's do a little meditation. Okay, close your eyes and relax. And bring your focus to your heart. See the beautiful light shining in your heart. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. And with each breath, feel this light. It's growing bigger and brighter. Bigger and brighter. And your whole body is in the light. Now in this light, feel your body as a garden. And visualize yourself, what kind of a garden are you? Don't think it, feel it. Feel your body as a garden. And what kind of a seed would you like to plant in your garden? That is your intention. If you want to plant the seed of healing, enlightenment, if you plant a seed of joy or happiness or unconditional love, What do you need in your garden is different from if you're planting the seed of anger or resentment, regret. You can grow everything in your garden, but you must choose. What would you like to grow in there? And when you know what you want to grow in your garden, now ask your body, ask your garden, what do you need? In order to grow this particular seed, what do you need? And also feel the support from the universe, like nature. Sun will support, the wind will support, rain will support. Bees even support too. There are many things in your life supporting this garden. And just feel what they are. And feel the gratitude. And bring your focus back to your heart. See the beautiful light shining in your heart. Take a deep breath. Rub your hands together. Massage your face. All right, how you feel? So I want you to, since there's most of you are 4 in a row, turn to the person next to you and share what did you feel. What are you growing in your garden? Just do that for a few minutes. If you're 3 people, you just share with 3. All right. Okay. You ready? No? Want to keep talking? I'm sure you are. All right. That's beautiful. All right, so now slowly bring your attention back. How's that? It's a very different approach, isn't it? Because our mind is so trained to think in terms of, machine idea, that we forget, like, oh, this is, if you do this, everything gonna be all right. That's a magic thinking, right? Magical thinking. And gardener knows the miracle grow is not the only answer. Right? You need to work with so many different things in your life and have to create balance. So really, how are you going to create this balance? Because balance doesn't mean like, wah, wah, wah. That's not balance, right? It's you, even though you're going both ways, it's not balance. Balance is like that. It's to a pizza artist. Ooh, ooh. And how are you going to master this balance? It's not going to happen right away, right? Everybody knows. These people didn't start doing this in the beginning. They learned it, they practiced it, they mastered their balance. So mastery in Qigong is really about how can you master this balance? Because our mind is so easy to get caught up in one thing or the other. It's oftentimes the way we think so extreme, right? You know all those diet fads like banana diet. Just eat banana. No way! Right? Just eat meat. I'm like, no, I don't think it's gonna be good. But we tend to run so many from one extreme to the other, and the information keeps changing, so you just have to keep readjusting. Like, oh my gosh, milk is good for us. No, milk is bad for us. I went to see a doctor because I need a primary care because my husband works in a hospital, so he wanted me to go to see a doctor too. So I did. And, I was I'm getting up to close to 50, so my doctor said, your blood pressure looks good, but our standard has changed. So now you are kind of a borderline in the risk factor, so do you want to take a medicine? I'm like, what the heck? So so before my blood pressure was okay, but now it's not. Like what? Right? Because then we just get, oh my gosh, now it's different. But because you're worrying about something someone said, but then how are you gonna keep balance on your own? Yeah, question.
I always think about it similar to when they say the standards have changed.
Right.
Like a wind chill. They change the wind chill. Whatever it matters, you're either healthy or you're not. You're either cold or you're not.
Right. But it's like, but the only the suggestion from my primary gut was like, do you want to take medicine? I'm like, I was gaining a little bit of weight, and it was kind of nice being a little chunky. But none of that. Like, there's something you can do to bring down your blood pressure. No. Do you want to take medicine? So I'm like, no, I don't. So it's really like, how, because so many information out there, right? And some of them are useful, but some of them just freak you out. stay away from WebMD. You're just gonna, everybody is freaked out about like, oh, I went to WebMD and like I'm panic right now. Because there's too much information and some of them may not apply to you, but then our thinking are like, oh my gosh, this is gonna cause me to do this, and I have to do that. I'm like, oh. So how are we gonna keep this balance? Some of you know the 7 dimensions of healing, right? The Master Lin talks about the 7 dimensions. First dimension, right? I'm just gonna go briefly for those who don't know. The first thing everybody start is a symptom, right? There's a physical symptom. This particular things that you deal with. And if you go, like say, if you have a cancer, you go see a doctor, get radiation, chemo. Seems like it's gone, but a couple years later it's come back. Because that's just the first dimension. But then as you continue to understand it, so then, oh, where this symptom come from? It's a second dimension. We call it direct connection. So there is the energy blockage in your liver, in your kidney, in your lungs. That because there's the energy is not flowing there, that can cause this particular symptom. So then you start thinking like, so what causes energy blockages? So like I talked about it a little bit. There's the indirect connection. Your diet, your environment. You might be living in an environment not good for you, right? Your work schedule might not be good. So all these different things, the indirect connection that causing this particular blockage that causing this symptom. And then fourth dimension is your emotion and your thought. If you learn 5-element healing movement, if you go actually study the 5-element, we have a program there. You can actually learn it yourself. And also in level 3, we talk a little bit more extensively about 5-element. But it's really how when your energy is out of balance, your emotions out of balance, it causes out of balance energy in your body. If you have a lot of anger, that causes blockage in your liver. If you have a lot of sadness, it can block your lung. If you have a lot of anxiety and worries, it can block your stomach and pancreas. If you have your emotions all over the place, like wow, one extreme to the other, that can cause blockage in your heart. And if you have a lot of fear, it can cause blockage in your kidney. And your emotion is powerful. So the 5-element healing movement help you to not only move energy physically, but also with positive emotion. You can balance this energy. Bring in the feeling of happiness can balance your liver. Bring in the feeling of a joy can balance your heart. Bring in the feeling of peace and groundedness can balance your stomach and pancreas. Bring in the feeling of contentment can balance your lungs. And can bring feeling, if you bring in the feeling of a gratitude, you can balance your kidney. So there you go. Qigong gives you a tool to balance. But not only balance, you have to make this choice. Like what kind of a seed would you like to plant? If you like to plant a seed of anger, by all means, right? But if you want to plant happiness, then what are you going to do with this weed called anger? You got to put it out, toss it. I love anger, but I love happiness. I'm going to grow both of them. Then usually it's run by weeds, right? I'm sure people are like, oh, this is a pretty weed. I'm going to grow it. It's just going to take over the entire garden. So in the gardening part of it, how are you going to create the condition in order for your seed to grow? You have to balance the things you don't need. And also emotion is about, it's about anxiety. A lot of times people bring in a lot of anxiety. Some people are so used to working too hard, And also they're all up here. So we meet people like, I'm doing this twice a day. Hour a day, I'm doing meditation, hour a day. Why don't I get better? Why don't I not getting better fast enough? We get that question a lot. And we say, oh, your attitude. You're creating more fear and anxiety. Because this is your tendency. That's your condition that you're creating in your soil is, if I don't do this, something bad gonna happen. That fear. If I don't do this perfectly, exactly half an hour, something not good gonna happen. So then Master Lin gave even for those people a tool. We say good, better, and best. Approach life with good, better, and best. Many people come, I'm like, oh, I didn't practice this week. I'm sorry. I'm like, why are you saying sorry to me? It's not my problem. It's your body, it's your garden. Right? But then somehow you feel like it's a chore that you have to do. But if it's a garden that you're creating until before life, Qigong, the understanding of a Qigong and Qigong practice as essential as breathing or eating or sleeping. It's not a chore. It's not a taking out the garbage. So start thinking differently. You need this to heal yourself. And this is not a temporary thing. You have to change your life completely in order to heal. It's not like I'm going to change until this gets cured and I'm going to go back to exactly the way that was. And what happened to those people? Things come back. So in Qigong, illness, anything you have in your life, any challenges you have in your life is a message from your garden saying, you got to change something. If the lettuce is not growing or tomato is not growing, you're not going to continue doing the same thing, right? You're going to try, okay, I'm going to try to put a little more nutrient. Or maybe soil is acidic, and I have to make it more base. Or maybe not watering too much. Maybe I'm watering not enough or not, maybe too much. So I have to try different things to find a balance. And you have to do that too for your body. You can't doing the same thing over and over again to expect a different result. So when the message comes, you gotta change. You gotta change. And how fast you can adapt to this change that's happening in your life is how fast you can heal too. But also healing is not curing. The difference is some people are healed without their symptom going away. So what is the definition of a healing? So we've been working on this definition of healing. What does the healing means? Because we are teaching a certified healer class in a week or so. And what came up eventually is healing is to you feel good. As long as you feel good, that's healing. So that means sometimes, for some of you, physical symptom going away. For some of you, you just learn how to deal with this. But without being angry, without being fearful, without being worried. So healing is also what kind of a plant you want to grow. What does that mean to you? In the way we approach life, we're trying to generalize everything, right? So then we start thinking like, oh, healing is supposed to be this and this and this and this and happen, but otherwise I'm a failure. We think like that because that's our expectation. So then when you have that expectation and keep saying like, am I there yet? 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 Am I doing enough? Do I need to do more? I need to do more. I need to do more. Keep going, and that stress is causing more energy blockage. So then how are you going to approach your life with good, better, and best? And another beautiful thing about Qigong. So we've been using this word energy and Qi kind of interchangeably. But in level 4 class, Master Lin really made a very good distinction between energy and Qi. So energy, we like think about, like energy like electricity or Wi-Fi signal or whatever, right? So energy, the flow, and it's something that you can control. But Qi is different. Qi has its own intelligence, its consciousness. And Qi cannot be controlled. The reason is, there was a Qi before our universe was. So that our entire universe is built around this Qi. So our body is like that too. Our body is built around this Qi. So you cannot control this Qi because this is the most essential thing. So this flow of Qi, if you flow with it, things move faster. If you flow against it, the progress is slow. Like in gardening, after you create the best condition, after you planted the seed that you want to grow, and then what do? You wait. Right? You have to wait. You can't be going on like, is this it? Is it growing? And then what's going to happen to those plants? Not good things happen to the plant. So learn to wait. You just create the best condition you can create and then wait. Because the nature have its own way of taking care of things. In Chinese, they call wu wei. Sometimes it's translated as doing things without, accomplishing everything without doing anything. But that's not really true. It's accomplishing things by flowing with the nature. Because there is the force of nature. This Qi is all within us. How we can flow with it is a very important thing. Especially we are learned or we are taught to make everything out of ourselves, right? Like you have to build your career, you have to do this, you have to. So then everything is about control. How can I control my career? How can I control this? How can I control that? And we approach our health, our energy this way. How can I control this? I'm going to do this, I can control my energy. Sometimes people say like, oh, I want to be a Qigong master, so I can control Qi. I'm like, say, no. It's really as my process, my experience of it. How can I let go of this ego, my need to control? And let me tell you, I'm a very controlling person. Even Deborah said that. So if it's come from Deborah, that means a lot. I'm very bossy, as you can see. And I exactly want the things the way things are. But so I had to learn how to let go of my needs to control. And really let this Qi do the work for me. So in order for me to do that, really I have to let go of all the worries and fear that come up. I have to learn how to deal with that. Especially I'm doing a healing on somebody. There's always this doubt that comes up on everyone. Am I doing it right? Is this person going to be okay? But as I continue to practice, I learn, this is not really helping. So I'm just let go. Call upon the Master's energy, the universal unconditional love energy, and say, help me. Help me to help this person. So the healing can take place. So again, it's a different approach. Qigong is not about controlling Qi, learning how to flow with it. Right? I'm sure you have tried swimming upstream in a river. You don't go anywhere fast, right? Or trying to walk on the escalator going down. You can put all this effort and stay in the same place. And we do that in our life, right? Because we get caught up here. All these different ideas around us. And we think we can control. And we get upset because we can't control. So, when the lettuce doesn't grow the way you want it to, do you blame on the sun? Do you blame on the lettuce? No, right? Because lettuce have its own way of doing things. And sometimes it grows big, sometimes it goes small. But you're not going to say, like, you damn lettuce. How dare you? But we do that to ourselves and the others sometimes too. I had to learn it, to dealing with my husband. It's not his fault, right? He's in this particular condition. It took me a while. That's right. Keep saying he's a lettuce, he's a lettuce, he's a lettuce. Okay, nurture. What we all have to learn it, have to practice it to find a balance. Right? So don't be a perfectionist. Don't get stuck in your own way. When the change comes, you really have to change everything. And that takes time. That's a beautiful journey that is. The way I think about life is so different before I started doing Qigong and now. The way I approach life is so different. And that's really helping me. And also, so now, but how you create this change, right? Because how you create this habit, how we can deal with this habit. Because we all have this. And habit, it takes time to change because it carries its own momentum. So then it has to be done slowly and very systematically in some way. So first thing you have to do, first is set your goal. Know what is your purpose. What seeds are you planting? And remember, sometimes you prepare the garden or soil, it takes a few years for the soil to be in a perfect condition too. So it takes time. So know that. It's not a quick fix. But set goal. This is what I want. So this is my own experience. So I told you I was getting a little chunky. So I decided, because my friend asked me to do a little performance for her gallery opening. She did the photograph a long time ago, but she wanted to show those photos. So I'm a dancer too. So anyway, so I decided, okay, for the performance in August, it was February. I decided, okay, I'm going to lose 30 pounds. So I started kind of going backwards, saying in order for me to do this, what do I have to do? So plan backwards. To get there, so I have to be here in this month, have to be here in this month, and then I have those nice apps saying in order to lose this much weight, how many calories you can take a day. So I'm kind of a little bit of an accounting mind, so numbers actually do good. So I said like, okay, this much calorie I can take in and this much exercise I have to do. Right? It's a simple math. Even though, the diet is nothing to do with calorie. Calorie is just one part of it, but it's a simple math, right? It just helped me to give me some structure in my life. So I start doing, like eating, okay, how about this much calorie? Okay, so I'm gonna stay out of this. And this about this much calorie, okay, so I can eat that. So start doing little things like that and start doing exercising. Oh, okay, I just burned this much calorie. Okay, so now I can eat more. But there was a little math thing, right, you can do. And really, exactly to the day, I've set the goal. And I continue to say the goal in my mind every day. This is my goal. This is my goal. This is my goal. This is my goal. When I do meditation, when I do Qigong practice every day and do the meditation, I always set my intention. This is my purpose. And on the side of it, I said like, and this is the weight I want to be at this day. 6 months later, on exactly the day I was doing a performance, before I went to the performance, I step on the scale, exact amount of weight, even to the 0. So I'm like, awesome. Now I have a story to tell. But then, so I had to do this. I set the goal. I set the small steps I can take. And the important thing for me was, is this something maintainable? Right? Because there are some certain diets that people do and lose like 20 pounds in a month or something, but it's not maintainable. And as soon as you stop the diet, you gain all your weight back. And some people so fear that they just keep doing the same diet, which is oftentimes the nutritional value is really out of balance, right? The energy is out of balance. So then it can cause something else later. So how can I do it so I can feel easy? So I'm not working too hard. So good, better, best. So then how can you approach things with your goal, but then do so in a way you don't have to be stressed out about it? You just extend yourself just a little bit, but not too much. Making the change just a little bit, but it will wait until this change settles. And then the next step, and then the next step. So feel this, in your life. What kind of a change I have to bring into my life? Some people say like, oh, I've been like this all my year. I'm not going to change. I said, if you don't want to, but that's not going to be good for you. Because we change every moment. Our body change, our mind change, our understanding about life change. Right? If you say you don't change, look at your picture as a baby. Do you look like it now? Hell no. Because we change, our cells change. Our mind, same as a baby? No. Some way we want to go back to when we were a baby too. But so then, what kind of a change? But you have to have this purpose, and you have to make a choice. Right? Master Lin said, everyone's born a healer. And Master Lin said, the goal is healer in every home, world without pain and suffering. Some people say, hey, that's a great idea. But if you stop there, it's not going to happen. You have to make a choice. Because it's a crazy idea, right? Like a world without pain and suffering, like we've been pain and suffering for all these hundreds, thousands of years. How are we going to stop that? But instead, I said, okay, I like the idea. I'm going to choose to live my life this way. So you have to make a choice. And you have to do it. And do it in a way it's easy for you. So don't work too hard. Don't create a drastic change in your life. Some people need it, but for most of you, slow changes is better because it will stay. And observe and appreciate your changes. You know? Like when you're growing stuff, it's so much fun to watch. You know, the first, this little seeds that you plant and you don't know, like, oh my gosh, is this seed's gonna, happen? A few weeks later, there's something comes up from a soil. I'm like, ooh! And like, okay, like when the rabbits start eating. And so, okay, now I need to put the cage around it. But then start growing. And then like this summer, our beans, the green beans was very slow. And first batch was eaten by rabbit. So that it was very late. And then, oh my gosh, it's not growing so much this year. Okay, that happens. And after September, it just blew up. It just, we were on a vacation for like a week, and then we came back and just like, whoa, the green beans just like exploded. I mean, still eating the green beans now. So you never know what's going to happen in some way. But you always have to go with this open heart, saying, whatever happens, I'll put so much love. And love is very important, and care. When you don't care, when you don't look, the garden goes to a crap really fast. Even if you're not doing anything other than just watering, you just go and say, hey, how are you? Oh, grow, grow, grow. When you bring the care, the energy of love, it helps things to grow. But if you say like, oh, just water, no, goodbye. Because you don't care. If you don't pay attention, the energy doesn't flow. So start caring yourself. And with love. It's really, the key for growing thing is love. You don't buy vegetable from angry farmers. You wanna I go to a farmer's market and most of the farmers so nice. They're so grounded, so fun. You rarely see like angry farmers selling vegetables. I don't even know how they can stay angry with looking at all these beautiful vegetables. So you have to do it with love. And don't feel like you have to do it alone. Find support. Right? Sometimes you need a soil expert, even going through online or something. You need someone else to help you. Healing the same way. Don't feel like you have to do it alone. So that's why we have a community. That's why we have a healing center too. That's where you need it. Whether you need a coaching, whether you need a healing session to boost your energy. And this community, we are also, we have some connection in a Facebook and stuff like that too. Social media. Stay connected. And when you need help, find a friend who can actually help you. Sometimes we say accountability partner. Okay, this is my goal. Help me to achieve this. Give me an encouragement. Send me a text saying, oh, did you do exercise today? I did exercise today. That kind of stuff. So just encourage each other. And that's what community is for, right? And yeah. Any question? Good. All right, so let's do meditation. Let's meditate on this. Okay, close your eyes and relax. Bring your focus to your heart. See the beautiful light shining in your heart. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. And with each breath, feel this light is growing bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. And your whole body is in the light. And say the password in your mind. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And feel your heart is so open. Open to all the energy of the nature, of the universe. Feel the light is shining even brighter in your heart. And in this light, say what do you want? What is the seed you're growing? What is your purpose, your goal? Say it clearly in your mind. And feel the universe knows it, your masters knows it, and every cell in your body knows it. And really feel this energy of intention in your body. In this light, visualize what does it feel like when the seed is completely grown. What are you going to harvest from the seed? Just visualize. Every seed already have a tree or a plant inside. So you already know where you are going, what you are growing, what does that look like and feel like. And in this light, feel your body, your garden. Feel how your garden feels. Your head, your neck and shoulders, your arms, hands and fingers. Notice your spine, your chest, your torso. Notice your inner organs. Notice your pelvis, your thighs, knees, your ankles, feet and toes. And feel and ask for the message. My garden, my body. What do you need in order for me to grow this seed? And just feel. You may receive a message or feeling, sensations in different parts of your body. Whatever message you receive, just notice. And when you get this message, say in your mind, I'm making this choice to grow this seed. And I will do whatever I can to help to grow. And you send this message to your body. And now you bless your whole body with feeling of love, unconditional love. Unconditional love means love without attachment. It's not about I love you because. There is no because. I love you, period. And feel this love in your whole body. Say, I love you to your head, your eyes, ears, your nose, your mouth. Say, I love you to your neck, your shoulders, your arms, hands, and fingers. Say, I love you to your back, your spine. Say, I love you to your chest, your breast, your lungs, your physical heart. Say, I love you to your liver, your stomach, pancreas, your intestine. Say, I love you to your kidneys, bladder, and your reproductive organs. Say, I love you to your thighs, your knees, your ankles, your feet and toes. Feel from head to toe. Fill yourself with this feeling of love. Feel every part of your body is shining so beautifully. And in this light, any energy you don't need, transform into something beautiful, like light or butterflies or whatever you like, shooting out of your body, going back to the ends of the universe. Any energy you don't need in order to grow this seed, feel that energy transform and shooting out, going back to the ends of the universe, far, far away from you. And with each breath, feel this fresh energy of the universe, the energy you need coming in. And collect in your lower dantian, behind your belly button, your main energy reservoir. And feel your garden is even more balanced. All these extra things that you don't need, it's gone. Feel your garden is in the perfect condition. And in this light, you surrender yourself. Surrender yourself to the nature, to the Qi, to grow, to heal. Feel you're flowing with this healing Qi in your body. With joy, with love, with peace. You are in the light. The light is in you. You and the light are one. And stay in this light for a few minutes. Be guided in this light. bring your focus back to your heart. See the beautiful light shining in your heart. In this light, feel again your garden, your body, who you are as a being. And say thank you to your garden for being there for you. And say thank you to the universe, to your nature, to your masters, for supporting and providing what you need. And say thank you to all these people here supporting your energy. Feel the gratitude and appreciation for each of these beautiful gardens and what they're growing in there. Now gently bring this light from your heart down to your lower dantian, behind your belly button. See the beautiful light shining there. And the light in your lower dantian starts spinning, spinning, spinning as an energy ball. Getting faster and faster, spinning faster and brighter and brighter. And it's getting smaller and smaller. It becomes an energy pill. And you tuck this energy pill deep in behind your navel. And with joy, take 3 gentle deep breaths. Okay, rub your hand together. Okay, massage your face like this. Start from a bridge of your nose up to your forehead. Come around side of your face, like making a heart shape around your face. For those who haven't learned this yet. Right, even just massaging your face, it's about love. All right. So, thank you so much for being here. And we're going to take a break and then come back, I think, in 15 minutes or so, and we'll start the practice group. And Liz White will guide us in the practice group. And after practice group at 11:30, so we have a volunteer healers does individual healing session. So there's a sign-up sheet out there. And also, if you have taken level 1 and 2, and if you want to practice healing, we're going to have a practice session here. So those who couldn't sign up because it's full, and if still want to receive healing, or you just want to practice healing on each other, so after 11:30, stay here. Okay, and if you want to do the practice, and we'll kind of gather before we actually start the practice, so kind of go through a little thing, so make sure to stay after 11:30, okay? All right, so now take a break. Thank you.